Most seniors are told a story about retirement, and most of it is inaccurate. Today I'm going to reveal the 7 biggest retirement lies that keep people stuck, unhealthy, unfulfilled, and missing out on most of the meaningful years of your life. If you're over 60, this video might change how you live for the next 20 years for the better. Hi, I'm Greg Colosi, and I'm 69 years young. And that's the way you should look at it, whatever your age. I'm 85 years young. Okay, that's how you do it, because your attitude determines how you think, how you act, if you live longer than the other retirees. Okay, let's get started. If you're a senior or love someone who is, you've been told a lot of things about retirement. Some of it sounds comforting, some of it sounds traditional, and a lot of it sounds like just the way things are. Never trusted that saying. But after almost 50 years of entrepreneurship, reinventing myself multiple times, and now building a business helping seniors find purpose, health, and legacy, I can tell you this: most of what you've been told about retirement simply is not true. Today I'm going to share with you the 7 lies that seniors are told over and over again about retirement and what to do instead. Let me start by saying about 2 years ago, I had an age crisis. I was 67 years old. I start businesses. I stopped counting at 33. So I was starting a new business a couple of years ago, not this one. And I was wondering if people would listen to me being 67 years old. So I went onto YouTube, okay, which you're on right now. I call it YouTube University. And I sought out people that were older than me starting and running businesses. I found a doctor at 92 years old still going to the office every day. So after that, maybe 2 or 3 months of feeling sorry for myself, I snapped out of it, okay? And now I've got a business that wouldn't work unless I was older, okay? 69 is the perfect age for me to start this business, okay? Now, this business you will see, okay, health, wealth, and legacy. I talk a lot about leaving a legacy, and you'll see in a bunch of these other videos, and you'll see what I mean by that, okay? So let's get into those 7 lies that you should not believe, okay? Just reject them. Reject them. If you've never rejected things while you were growing up, it's time now. You've got the wisdom. You've got the stamina. You've seen how this life works. So now let's trust yourself. Trust that gut that maybe you didn't trust all the time. Trust it now with your retirement. Lie number 1, retirement means stopping. People picture retirement as slowing down, relaxing, and stepping away from meaningful work. Here's the truth. Humans are designed to stay active mentally, socially, and energetically. What to do instead? Start a project, like I did. Start a side hustle, like I did. Okay, I think I told you in another video. My wife and I, we've got 3 houses, and we rent out to traveling nurses. I went and rented the houses, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and I rent out by the room. Didn't need a dime of capital, just my ingenuity. And it brings in, I told you in the other video, I don't want to keep on saying it, but it's very comfortable what this brings in. And now there's not much time. I'm involved in it maybe, 10 minutes a day, answering a few texts, and that is about it. So, this is not the end. This is the beginning. You have so much knowledge. I mean, if you could tell your younger 25-year-old self what to do, I'm sure you've got a list, okay? In fact, you know what? That would be a good video. My 25, what would I tell my 25-year-old self? 25-year-old self. I'm going to do a video on that. What would I tell my 25-year-old self? Tell me some things in the comments you would tell your 25-year-old self, okay? So, lie number 2, you should rest. You've earned it. Rest is for when you're dead, okay? When you rest all the time, you have no energy. How good do you feel? Remember when you were younger? If you're not in that phase anymore, remember when you were younger. Maybe you were a runner and you ran 3 or 4 miles, okay? How good did you feel after that, okay? How relaxed did you feel after that? I believe that hard work, exerting energy, mind energy, and physical energy will help you rest better. How about that, okay? And you know it's true. So, what to do instead? Find something that excites you and just get into it and get up in the morning. I still, to this day, at age 69, I can't wait to get up in the morning to get going, okay? My wife was just in here with our 2 doggies, and she had to go for a test this morning, an MRI this morning, and she got back, did her exercises while I take care of the girls, and then she came out here and was getting them, playing with them, talking to me. She goes, I see you got something on your mind. I said, I know, this is my prime time, honey. I'm sorry. I got to kick this video. I got to get this video out. So I'm excited all the time. I mean, since I started this particular project, and you see there's a bunch of other videos on there right now that are, 9 months ago, a year ago, but the last bunch are within the last week or so. Since I started this project, I had a hard time sleeping about a week ago. And I could only sleep like 4 or 5 hours. And we both know that not enough sleep screws up the rest of your life. So it took me a little while. Now I'm kind of calmed down. I'm kind of a steady Eddie, aggressive, excited person like I've been my whole life. So find something that excites you. As you can tell, I'm pretty darn excited. Okay. Lie number 3. You finally have all the time in the world. Without looking at my notes, you don't have all the time in the world, okay? Time is running out. Whatever that is that you wanted to accomplish in your lifetime, now is the time to do it. You might have the money, you might not, but you definitely got the time, okay? I was fortunate. All of my adult life, I've been in business for myself. I guess, and then about age 40, my dad said to me, Greg, do not wait until you retire. Because that's what he did. Fortunately, he retired at 55, but he says, don't wait until you retire. So, starting that year, I started playing 100 rounds of golf a year, no matter what, hook or crook. Okay, kids are growing up, out of the house. I can do that. Okay, my wife doesn't mind when I go play. Actually, she encourages me to. If there were a couple of years that things weren't going too well, and she said, "You got to get out to the golf course." That always excites you. That's a good wife. Okay, like my mother, and she's German, like my mother. So that worked out pretty darn good. So get out there. Okay, get out there. Don't wait. Time is wasted. You should have the same amount of urgency, but a controlled urgency. Because now you're not at the job 10 hours a day, okay? Now you've got to reconstruct your day. And if you've got something to look forward to every single day, ooh la la, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be work like I'm doing. I mean, there's a fine line with me between work and play, okay? I get just as excited working on a project than I do going to play golf, okay? It is the same excitement for me. This year I've been a little excited for golf because I lost 65, 70 pounds in the last 2 years. My golf game got screwed up because my swing is different because I lost that weight. And just in August, after a year and a half, I finally got my game back. So I just can't wait to go out. And actually, there was a time when I didn't want to go play because I was playing so bad and I didn't want my buddies to know how bad I was playing, okay? But they've all been through that. We all have, okay? But I'm on full energy mode right now, as you probably can tell, okay? So there's a purpose behind the time. It's filled with distraction. Time without meaning becomes boredom. I never understood how people got bored, okay? I really never understood that. I've always got a list going. I'm always behind, okay? If you catch up on your list, you're dead. Okay, here's an example. I've got 5 books on my reading table that I got to get read. Now, I can't read, I'm not going to read all of this one. This one I've got the U.S. Constitution and other writings, okay? Who knew? Expert secrets. Lean learning. This is learn it. I think these are backwards, okay? But it says lean learning, learn on the go or in-demand learning. Buy back your time. Even though I had a time management company for about 5-7 years, okay? I'm still interested in doing this, okay? Buy back your time and your life, your story, helping me with my other business. So, and I got a reading light over here. If it gets dark out or I need light, I do that. So I've always got a list of things to do, okay? And you should also. Line number 5. It's too late to reinvent yourself. BS, okay? This is one of the biggest lies. It's never, ever too late. Colonel Sanders was 65 when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken, okay? Start Googling older people. If you think you can't do this, okay, do what I did. Find proof. Find social proof out there, and that's what I did, okay? Your mind is the best mind you have in your life right now, with all the experiences you've had, the successes, and especially the setbacks, which you learn the most from. You can create things, and you can see BS a mile away. You know to trust your gut, okay? This is the time to reinvent yourself. This business I'm starting now will be my biggest business. Although I had one, I'll talk about this more in another video. I sold out, and 6-7 years later, they sold it to AT&T for $1.1 billion. I'm not going to make more than that one, okay? Because I don't want to. I know what it's going to do, but it's not going to. But the most fulfilling one and the biggest one that I can pass down to my kids, okay? So reinvent yourself. This is the time to do that. Retirement means becoming less valuable. The opposite, more valuable. Okay, you got grandkids? How valuable are you to those grandkids? Okay, teaching them what you've learned in your 60, 70, 80 plus years, or even great grandkids. You have that knowledge to mentor folks that are younger. Okay, and don't tell me you don't have anything, because I know darn well you do. And I could get it out of you. I know I could. You put me on the phone with you and let me ask you some questions. Within an hour or less, I will tell you what you are very good at and what you should be doing. In fact, that's a pretty good idea. I'm going to write that one down. Okay? Give me a moment. What you should be doing. Okay, we got that now. Another video. Okay, number 7, and the biggest lie, which compounds all the rest of the lies. Your future is mostly behind you. No, it is ahead of you. Imagine, please try to imagine. I don't know what state you were in right now, but if you're on the low state, I've been there, okay? I have been there. So no matter what state you are in, if you think you're the lowest of lows, there is someone that was lower than you that went and prospered massively in their life. There are lots of people lower than you that are going to places that you have gone to, places where you would like to go. That's how I look at everything I want to accomplish. No matter how low I am or how high it is to get there, there are other people that have done it, okay? And you are just as good or even better than those people. So take these 7 lies and crush them and make it happen. Thanks, and make it a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.